you believe we are almost through the fruits of the Spirit? We only have a few more left for our Super Summer series. Can you guys remember where we find the fruit of the Spirit in the Bible?
I do. Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 to 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control.
That's right. So can you guess what the fruit of the Spirit we're studying this week is?
I'm going to guess gentleness, because that's next in the list. But why do we have plums here?
Well, you see, plums are soft and tender. That means that they bruise easily, so we have to be gentle with them.
That's just plum crazy.
Not really. It's a good reminder that gentleness means to be soft or tender. It also means to be loving, tender, calm, and humble, instead of harsh and mean. You see, gentleness is working towards the welfare of everyone around us, instead of being rude and inconsiderate. A gentle person speaks the truth, but he does it with a soft touch. But remember, it takes a strong person to be gentle, to say what needs to be said without anger or aggression. In 1 Kings chapter 19, Elijah is spoken to by God, not in an earthquake or a strong wind or in a fire, but through a gentle whisper. You see, gentle words really can't calm a situation, but harsh words, they tend to stir up anger. In Matthew 11:28, Jesus tells us,
Oh, I know that verse. It says, "Come to me, all those who are burdened and heavy laden, and I will give you rest."
So is this scripture telling us that Jesus leads us gently like a shepherd leads his sheep?
Yeah, exactly. I think Jesus shows us gentleness when he asks the tired and suffering to rest in him. I am so glad that we have such a good and gentle shepherd who leads us into love and care for one another. He really sets the perfect example of gentleness and yet still speak the truth in love. So girls, is gentleness a part of who you are? I mean, think about your words. Do you use gentle words? Or can you be harsh and mean sometimes? What about your actions? Are you gentle with others and the things that you do? Are you a protector, a listener, a comforter to your family and friends? You know, if not, you might need to spend some time asking God to grow the fruit of gentleness in your life. In today's Bible lesson, we're going to learn why gentleness is so important.
Hey, good morning, friends. Today's Bible lesson comes from Proverbs 15, verse 1. It says, "A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." You know, we have a lot of responsibility the way we talk with one another. Have you ever been offended by somebody that said something to you or took something that was yours? Well, today's proverb is for you because we're talking about gentleness. Gentleness does not mean that you're a weak person. Really, what gentleness means is that you have strength under control. And controlling our bodies is really hard to do sometimes, especially with our mouth. Have you said something that really made someone unhappy? So you're going to see a clip of some people that I know, and they're going to act out something, and maybe you've seen this in your household too.
Ready?
Hey, I need that piece. I need that piece.
No, it's mine. Ew, that looks bad.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Give it to me.
Yes,
It does.
Give it to me. I had it first.
No, it looks weird.
Yes, I did.
The bio looks
Give it
weird.
to me. Stop. That looks
Ugh.
I was about to lose that piece.
Hey friends, we're going to take a look at an example of how when someone says something or does something to you that makes you really frustrated, how a soft answer can turn away an angry person.
Hey, I need that piece. Oh, that wasn't very nice. That was kind of mean. Okay, there you go. Thanks.
Maybe when he's finished, you can use it.
Good idea.
Yeah. That looks cool, man. What is it?
I don't know.
That's gonna be good when you're finished.
You smell good. Here, I found another one.
So here we are talking about gentleness. I mentioned earlier that gentleness is not weakness. What did I say? Do you remember? It's strength under control. Because a lot of us deal with anger. It doesn't matter if you're 2 years old or 92 years old. I think all of us have a problem with anger. And really it's a sin problem, it's a heart problem. And that affects everybody around us. Our proverb says, a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. You saw the scenario unfolded. It was just with Legos. Can you imagine people argue over Legos? It really does happen. But you saw two examples. One, how they were just arguing and they were mean towards each other. And when you say something mean to someone, later on you kind of feel guilty about it, don't you? And so I want us to prevent that today. I want us to learn how, when we're presented with a problem that we might want to get angry about, that we have an opportunity to think about what God says in Proverbs. Because really, when someone's angry, we can be gentle. And that doesn't come easy, does it? It takes a lot of work. I want to read a passage in James chapter 1, verse 19. So then, my beloved brethren, let everyone be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. That's what James is talking about. So this is a problem that people have had throughout the generations, throughout Bible times even, is a lot of people being angry. But how do we get rid of this anger? Jesus. Jesus is the answer, because when you have Jesus in your heart, then he's able to help you when you have an anger problem. And when we don't know what to do, we don't know how things are going to happen, Jesus does, and he can help us. Because it says if you lack wisdom, if you don't know how to do this, then we need to ask. So, a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. You think we can do that this week? The next time that you might feel offended or you might be angry with someone, just think for a moment, take a few seconds, pause, and say, how can I help this situation? Because really, we all have that opportunity to help. It doesn't matter if you're parents, if you're kids, grandparents, whoever it is, we all have an opportunity to speak love and to speak Christ and Jesus through our lips. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a great week.
Hey Jerry, these are plum delicious.
I agree. I plumb forgot how tasty they are.
I've been thinking about what Miss Susan told us earlier, and I always thought that I was a gentle person, but then I realized that sometimes I'm not always that gentle with my words.
Yes, I have the same problem. I shouldn't be back-talking my parents or being mean to my sister.
I think that our memory verse in Proverbs 15:1 will help with that. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger.
Like our Sunday school has been telling us, we need to allow God and his word to guide us every single day.
Right. And this fruit of the Spirit, gentleness, will become more and more evident in our lives the more time we spend with God.
I think we're ready to hang our plums on the tree. And let us remember Jesus is the vine and we're the branches.
The fruit of the Spirit's not a plum. The fruit of the Spirit's not a plum. If you want to be a plum, you might as well hear. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, because the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control.